Hey, greetings and salutations. I'm Big Brother. How is everybody doing? Oh my God, I got Trump hands. Okay, so I got a lot of stuff tonight. I apologize for not being around Sunday, but I was outsourcing and I got a bunch of ephemera, a bunch of things that were requested. I spent a little time doing that. This Thursday, no show. Me and Amber are both busy, so that's not going to happen. And I'm just going to go ahead and say probably not Sunday either. Uh, but the following Tuesday, most definitely will happen. And low internet, awesome. Uh, so we're gonna deal with that. So it's probably just going to be next Tuesday, and from there we'll call it. So, yeah. Okay, so what's going on? Well, I've been outsourcing and I'm going to do a lot of sourcing. I finally got to go to my first auction and it felt good to get out and do the auctions. But I dropped a pretty penny, so a lot of the stuff I got is good. It's good quality stuff. Stuff from, let's see, I've got stuff from the 1910s, 1920s, my two favorite eras, 1880s, 1890s, the stuff I like. And I got a lot of stuff from the 50s and the 60s. Let's see, I've got railroad stuff. I dropped videos out there of a preview of what I'm going to have. And I encourage you to go look at them. If you're just catching this on the replay, you can go watch the preview of what I have, and I really appreciate a thumbs up and share me out if you can. Hey Veronica, how you doing, hon? Ooh, there you go. Boy, I got stuff. Yeah, I got a lot of greeting cards that aren't signed. They're clear, they're clean. I've got a lot of interesting things. I've got somebody's life that I'm gonna sell. I did it before, quite by accident, but I put a bunch of stuff together about one person, and I sold it in one of my shows. And it was basically, this paperwork, that paperwork all goes together and gives you some kind of clue or idea about this person. Well, there we go. Mostly correspondence, people writing in. There's some good stuff in here. I'll go over this and I'll tell you a little bit about what I learned about this individual. I did not take time to read all of it. It's just entirely too much, really. I mean, this will last you a while. Yeah, there's receipts. There's stuff from the fraternity that he was a member of the Sigma Nu fraternity at Butler University. I do know that much. I did a bunch of digging on this person. Nothing special. There was a name that came up. I'm not sure if it was him or not. It might have been, but you do your own digging. Yeah, public parts in here. Like I said, lots and lots of letters, lots of correspondence, people writing in. You're gonna spend a lot of time reading notes. There's some in here, airmail. I've got postcards in here. I've got receipts. I've got photographs. I've got, like I said, letter after letter. I've even got some of the, like I said, this person was a Christian. So he was linked in with the church somehow. There's letters in here that show that. And this is going to be a treat. If this works tonight, then I'm going to start doing this more because when I buy ephemera, it usually comes in a great big box, and I got to go through everything one at a time. which is okay for me because I like the junk, right? So I probably went through about half of this last night. Everything in here. It took me about 4 hours. And yeah, Debbie, you were the one that bought my last story about that Navy guy. You should have got your stuff by now too. Everybody should have their stuff. So, and Deb, you should have got your one thing that you said you never got, cause my dumbass misplaced it. So, yeah. So this is a thing. We're gonna sit around and chat for a few more minutes before I get started. I want to show you some of the things that I'm gonna save and there we go. Some of the things that are going to go directly up on eBay. Some things that I wouldn't sell here because they're A, just too cheap, or A, too expensive. One of the things I got was this. Anything from the Wildlife Federation is worth money for some reason. But there it is. And it's a decal. 1964. So let's see. I'll do these real quick. Here's a canasta contract bridge. I like I like the cards, like I've said before. I like the cards and I like the scorecards, all the stuff that came out then. And I know how to play canasta because I grew up on a farm. Here's something that maybe I ought to send this to Washington, D.C., so somebody can read it. But it's an old publication, incorporated under laws and state of New Jersey. But it is exactly what it says it is. I'm going to throw this up there because the publications about the Constitution, anything that ties into political turmoil right now, goes up on eBay because it sells. Because people are taking sides and stuff. Each side buys its things. And here I am stuck in the middle. This is a picture that's from the late 19 teens to early 1920s. But it's a bunch of ladies all standing around with their muffs and fur coats. And I know somebody that would like this picture. Yep, so that's going up on eBay. It's kind of like a show and tell. This is from the probably 50s or 60s. Almost, I got a whole bunch of lump from 50s and 60s, and I got a whole bunch of lump from the 19 teens to 1920s. But this is it says Farmer's Pocket Ledger, and it's just exactly that. And here's the identification. It's unfilled, but it's got pictures of the old tractors and stuff like that. And it says John Deere in it. There's some stuff in here for International. Those two names sell well on eBay. And then there's a whole bunch of, he bought hay. He bought windshield wiper repair kit. Just all kinds of things and how much he paid. And here's some things about keeping track of your egg hatching. And these are really cool books. And then, of course, 1948 to 1949. There you go. That's how old this is. And that goes up. Something like that. I sell that for $15 and I get 15. I've got this. It's letterhead. Somebody wrote. Of course, you can read it if you want, but I mostly kept it because it has this. This is letterhead stuff. I haven't looked up this hotel yet. It's in Dayton, Ohio. But yeah, there's a big thing, and this is from the desk of the hotel manager. It says up here somewhere. So there's all that, and then I've got another letterhead stuff from Hotel Metropolo in Cincinnati, Ohio. It says Turkish bath down here, and this one's 1900s. So these things, they'll go up on eBay. Things like that. $20, $25. Yeah, 25. That's right. I have here a cancel check from 1918. People buy these canceled checks because of the historical value. It's nice and flat. There's no crinkles in it, anything like that. I'm not going to sell this one by itself. I'm going to sell it with some others and then jack up the price. And here's another one from the State Bank of Ansley in Ansley, Nebraska. This one's for 1919. A check for $100. In 1919, this man was rich. Yeah. 1918 and okay. Look at that writing. That writing cool. Even the printed stuff. Look at that fancy stuff. So this stuff's pretty cool. I've got some more checks. This one's nice. 1920 for $2,000 in 1920. $2,000. That's a lot of money. It's just a lot of money. I don't know. Can you see that? That's punched out. It says paid 3/2/20. And I don't know about the bottom numbers. So that's how they cancel checks back in the day at that bank anyway. And like I said, the writing, even the font on the printed stuff is really what we just don't do that anymore, which is what makes this cool. So the canceled checks, they sell. Here's a little thing that I'll probably sell for $10. Look at a little piece of paper sells for $10, and I'll get it. But how to pack your Streamlight Samsonite 2 sweeter. But it shows you how to properly pack your Samsonite luggage, a particular kind, the Streamline stuff, and here's the hole, and it's in perfect condition. I live for stuff like this. This one little crappy piece of paper here. This is gonna be. I'm gonna put it up there for $14.95 or best offer, and jump on the first 10 that comes across, because that's about what I think it's worth. So, and sometimes people, they ask me for like 12 or 13, so I get a little extra out of it, and I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, This one's really cool. You'll like this. If you like cars, "14 minutes in." This is a, there you go, a Packard, the Predictor. There you go. This is the good page here. And that's just cool. So I'll figure out what year it's from. It's probably from the 50s. And it's in excellent condition. No bends, creases, or anything like that. And I'm doing the best I can not to crinkle them up. Here's a Butler University Air Force ROTC thing. I think I got one of these for sale in my normal things. But yeah. what that is. Will that sell? I don't know. Find out. I found a postcard that was unposted and pretty cool. I don't know if I'm gonna put it up on eBay, but I didn't feel like selling it here. I've been going to too many postcards, I think. And here's another canceled check, as you can see. It says paid 110.20. Whoops. Let's see, $1,200 in 1919. Somebody got some money. And then I've got this thing here, and it's 1935. It shows the purchase of hogs, those kind of things, and you get a letter from the Department of Agriculture saying, yeah, it's okay, you can have these hogs, and give you a bill of receipt, things like that. Things they expect from you while you have your hogs. Here's let's see, these two, yep. This one's actually marked on here. 1937, Mary. Don't know if that's somebody's farm. Yeah, you go shovel the driveway. I'm not gonna do it, but I just like this picture. It's just a cool picture. It's probably from the late 20s to early 30s, judging from how it looks around the edging. I just like that picture, and then this one will probably sell. But it's a proud man and his woman next to his prized Model T, and that is a Model T. And Model Ts were built between 1913 and 1925. So that'll be that. Because of the car, because this is a couple showing the car, this little photograph, it's going to be $20 on eBay. It might be more. I'll have to look around. Yeah. But, I put that aside. If there's something there that you see, you say, hey, bro, I like this stuff. But, hey, man, why don't you talk to me, I'll work with you. So, got railroad stuff. Railroad. Debbie, I know you're out there. I got a book in here you'll love, I think, if you don't already have it. Tons of pictures, tons of stuff. And I did a short on these things. Man, we only got 4 people in. Yeah, I want to. This is door-to-door salesman comes to your door and then whips out these books and says, hey, you can buy these. These books are marked. It says 1952 on this card. So these are all 50s. And they did calendars. This vellum, the clear stuff in between the pages to protect things, called vellum. But this isn't really vellum. This is more of it almost feels like wax paper. But there's a pattern on it, and it's spider webbings with spiders in it. And I don't understand that. I looked and looked and looked. It's like that. And it's on all the vellum pages. But yeah, you see, these are all custom, high-end stuff. And that's pretty good. See, but I'll think about selling the little one. They each got at least 30 cards in them. Each one's got 35. The other one's got like 32 or 33. Uh, I'll sell it here tonight, but the price is going to be up there. So, because they are rare, complete like that. Not every page has a card. Somebody went through and ripped out some cards for some reason, just to be honoring. And of course, I've got my usual books, and they're all very, very nice books. They don't make a weird noise when you open them. Okay, we're 20 minutes in. Let's go ahead and start this up. We'll go ahead and do this one. Nice book. It's called This Was Railroading. There you go. The dust jacket's not in great shape, but the book is. Hey, Sung Lee, how you doing, huh? 1960s. There is just pages and pages and pages of engines and cars and railroads and depots. Just one right after another. If you really, really love trains, this is a beautiful book. $10 starting. There you go. Train after train after train. I know somebody out there likes those trains. I'm doing wonderful, just wonderful, son. Thank you for asking. She'll be coming around the bend when she comes. Oh yeah, some of the photographs I've got over here are military too, so just beautiful. I got Patty Crane in for 10. Is anybody else interested? I need an 11. Need 11, need 11. Need looking for 11. Looking for 11. Need an 11. Need 11. Got 10. 11, 11, 11. Anybody? You know, in this big mass of ephemera, I also bought some knickknacks to, because you can't get away from buying them. So I got some bam, it's gone. Loving my ADHD all day long. Let's see, can't avoid knickknacks. I got a gavel, an auctioneer's gavel in one of my things. It took me 4 years. I finally got a gavel. I'm Big Bro Auctions. I finally got an act. So I got Debbie in for 11. Anybody else got 12? This just huh. I got all these people trying to dig out the railroad line just to get it through. And of course, back in the day when we had a lot of trees. Okay. I got Patty in for 12. Oh my, look at this. Just gorgeous trains. Old number 4 of the Oregon and Southeastern. A tank engine. Willamette Valley Pastoral. Gallery of Streamers. Engine 1254 was originally Oregon and California Railroad 18, built in 1879. These are just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I got Debbie in for 13. I should be doing this stuff So I'm bad about doing that. I apologize, guys. I'm not really good about keeping up like that. Here's woohoo. Jim Hill's engines. More pictures of engines. Man, I'm starting to like. Anybody gonna top Debbie? Patty, you're interested? Are you out? Are you in? There are just tons of pictures in this thing. And maybe some other books you might want to try and find. So, back in my day, we had to push. We had to push them to get them started. Trains, you had to push them and pop the clutch. All righty. Thank you very much, Debbie. You betcha. I do want to alert everybody that I will not be, as you can tell from my surroundings, I'm not home. This is not my home. But I will be home the weekend. And as soon as I get home on whatever day, then, it might be Monday. Who knows? But we'll go do Sunday or Saturday. We'll see how it goes out. But at that time, I will package everything, Patty. Everything you have is going to get packed and invoiced. Let's see, who else? Veronica, you're one. I got a box of yours sitting on the kitchen table ready to go. All those gold edged cards that you bought. I threw in a few extra. And Sung Lee, gotta find a box. You got a lot of stuff. So I don't know. I might break them up in half if I can't find a big enough box. If the box gets too big, then let's see. I think you live in Texas, so that would be. Yeah, I don't know. I would have to. If I think the shipping's too much, then I'll probably break it up into two smaller things. So. And Patty, I put a few extra postcards in yours too. Every once in a while, guys, I'll throw you extra little things that I got laying around that you seem to have interest in. Just as a thank you for being a supporter of mine and showing up. That's my thank you pretty much. So, anyway, thank you. Yeah, that's right. 75075. So. Let's see. We got Debbie in for 13. I got to make sure I mark this. Woo. I probably got enough ephemera to go at least 2 days, this being one of them. Let's see. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through these cards. I don't have many of them. Whoa, don't do that. And then I'll do another rare book find. And I do have a couple of rare books, truly rare. Not just because I say they're rare, but I mean they're rare. So, first up on the chopping block, I have this 1960s, 70s Hallmark greeting card in its envelope, unsigned, but it says, "Getting away from it all." And then it opens up into like a big Dr. Seuss thing almost. Pencil drawing. But there we go. There's that. And this is a Hallmark card, as you can see. 19, that can't be right. Yeah, I'm not going to call this one. I'm just going to say 50s, 60s. So the greeting cards, this one, since it's unsigned, $2. I'm sitting here showing you the back. Who's going to buy that? So with this matching envelope, I got Veronica in for 2. Anybody in for 3? What I don't get this one. Getting away from it all or taking it all with you. Maybe this is a hey, you're moving card, or I don't know. Maybe you're going on vacation kind of card. I don't know. So I got Veronica in for 2. Anybody else? No, I'm just gonna throw stuff around my desk. Veronica. Sold to Veronica for $2. Let's see if I can put it back in there without ripping the envelope. Yes, I can. Okay. Another card. Like I said, I don't have too many of these cards. I'll pull them out. This one is signed 1958. A birthday remembrance. It's a very pretty card. There. Now you can see just a card. It's nice to send a birthday wish to someone liked so well. It comes to wish you happiness and say, you're mighty swell. It is signed, as you can see. Made in the USA, 50s, 60s. So, again, $2. They're probably all going to be $2, just like my postcards. If you're interested, $2 with the. If it doesn't get bought, it's going to go into the life pile because this is that person is who the life is about. So, no interest. Okay. These are all Mr. Blair's. Here's another long one. Just stepping in. Nice tall one again. To stay. Whoops. Happy anniversary. And somebody making kind of a funny down there. Card printed in New York. I don't know who that is, but if you're interested, it's 2. If you want this one. I do have a accompanying. $2 if you're interested. $2. All I need is $2. Okay, next one. 1957. Happy birthday, nephew. Chewing along there. Now he's on his boat. And it is signed from Aunt Minnie and Uncle Gene. I had an Uncle Gene. Made in the USA, which definitely makes it 50s or 60s. $2 on the card. If anybody's interested, let me know. Just put down happy birthday nephew in the comments if you like it. Do it that way. This one's older than 50s or 60s. Greetings. It looks like there's some schmutz on it, but I don't think it is. I think that's just the coloring. And all good wishes. Just want to tell you hi there. Have a Merry Christmas Day and lots of New Year pleasures as you go along. But this is from Dad and Mom. There you go. Nice Christmas card from Dad and Mom. If you're interested, it's $2. There is no envelope for this one. And the last one I'm going to show you. This one's just cuter than a ding dong. 1969, so it's newer. It's got to be like the newest thing I have. Look at that 6 cents football stamp there. That's kind of interesting. Cute little girly. Okay. And you get to read that if you buy it. Dear Johann, I had a whole lot of stuff for Johanna and Lester. So, received your letter. See, I will serve something I can only buy, and I'll let you read it if you purchase it. But the front cover is just absolutely darling. They've already taken away my man card. This is absolutely darling. So, if you're interested with this one, it's $2. And you get a story with it. I'm going to put these all that say Mr. Blair on them are going to be, I got to put them off to the side for now because they're good for 24 hours. All sales are good for 24 hours. That means 7 p.m. tomorrow, at which time all sales are. Who took my card? Oh. Okay. Oh, I lied. Here's one more card. 1969. Again, no. Nice little card there. Cute front. And no, wait, there's more. It's a Hallmark, as you can see. Got the little crown on it there. This is a real fall day, cloudy, was 63, and I came through Monticello to 40 in the morning. Gets much worse. but wants to go to West Virginia. But I feel like I want to do what I can here until we go to Florida. So, $2. That's a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. Like I said, these are all going to be good for 24 hours. If they do not sell within 24 hours, all the cards that say Lester Blair are going to go into the life pile. And you'll see what I mean by life pile in a minute. All right, so I got all these photographs are from all different eras. I'll go through them quickly. Grandma and Grandpa there. Maybe it's Mom and Dad at this point. Yeah, see the fashions of the day. The clothes might be a couple years old, but you know the outward appearance, the hair, and maybe some jewelry, it should be updated. So, what's the 2 for, Veronica? Mm. Mm. Am I going too quick? Anyway, there's just a guy in dress. Bunch of people getting together. Little man. Okay. There's a little man in a sailor uniform. Yeah, this has some issues, but I guarantee this is 1920s photo here. I don't know. There's a kid. It's a kid. We've all seen him, right? Here's a kid on some kind of ride along toy thing. Here's a kid holding. I have no idea. These were done in the. This is a 30s. They did a lot of these in the 30s where there's half and half. But there you go. Some kind of plant in Florida there. Another side-by-side picture. Graduation day. Man of the day. A lot of these pictures here remind me of going to my grandmother and my grandfather's back in the 70s and 80s when we had a large family gathering for the Thanksgiving and the Christmases. Of course, that didn't happen anymore because everybody, moved, but I swear that little kid there could be me in this picture. And there's those and people eating what appears to be Thanksgiving. Here's somebody's house. This looks like somebody celebrating buying a house. Here's a horse-drawn trolley from somewhere. Little boy driving things. This looks like my grandmother's front steps. The screen door in the back has that lime green paint on it. And it's that beigeish pink siding. That definitely reminds me of my grandmother's house. But yeah, it's just a bunch of people sitting around getting pictures of. You can see the fashions of the day. That's basically what it's for. Um, I'm not sure, but this looks like I wouldn't say wedding dress. Janet Blair, age 18, 1967. So the people in these pictures are the ones that go with that thing there. Anyway, this whole stack, I'll do, yeah, I don't know, $7 for all of them. Plainfield football team. Huh. What is that dress? Pantherilla. Age 18. So that's probably a prom dress, I bet. That would make more sense. Well, I don't know. Back then. If anybody's interested at all, do $7 on the whole stack of photographic cards. I do have more photographs with better subject matter. These are the ones I went through, and I decided they just didn't have wonderful subject matter, not for what I want to do with it. So I put them all together. You get them all, $7 if you want them. There they are. Next up, you believe I come across a tax return for 1920? Let's do some books, y'all. Let's do this very special book. Go. Very vibrant hardbound book. There's 4 little babies. Here's the back. There's a $1.50, huh? Anyway, this is 1877. It is a series of short stories, and it is very illustrated from 1877. And it kind of reads like it's for a younger reader. It's got hyphens in some of the bigger words, like shiny. I don't know. Maybe it's for young readers. I mean, really young. But it is highly illustrated. This is a gorgeous book. This should be going to eBay, but it's not. I'm going to offer it up here first, ladies. Yeah, I'm going to have to do 15 on this book. Pre-1900, very illustrated, in wonderful condition. Children's book. My prices are high. Get used to them. So, Doggy Smith. I'd like to tell you how much I spent at the auction, but prices have definitely gone up at the auction. Prices going up everywhere. I don't know, how much is a dozen eggs where you live? Here they're $4.75. That's the cheapest I could find. Yep. Playing around with the bear, not the brightest idea. $18.77 children's book. Highly illustrated. 4 little babies. Yeah. Veronica, I figured you probably live closer to eggs than I do. Holy crud, Patty. That better be golden chickens, like golden goose. I guess I'm glad I live in the Midwest, huh? There's more chickens in California than there are here, so yeah. Pack of 18, all right. Yeah. So that's basically $6 a dozen. Hmm. Anyway, this is a really good book. Yeah, I'll probably keep it around for one more sale before I put it up on eBay, where it'll probably be a 25, honestly. Um, just because of its condition and all the illustrations and the vibrancy of the cover, all that stuff. Because it's a good book. Nobody's written in it. Well, some people written in it, but from Uncle William something. Okay, moving on. You guys are kind of used to cheap, so let's do cheap. Yeah. Veronica, I think I've been down to your town or thereby close at an auction. Go fig. Um, 1883 hardbound book. Look at that repair. Isn't this cool? I don't know. That's definitely repair. They took something off of another book and put it on here. Um, this is 1883 Beacon Lights of History by John Lord, Volume 1. It is extremely fragile. It is falling apart. He dedicated this stuff to his wife. No. Contents: Julius Caesar, imperialism, Marcus Aurelius, Cicero. And Cicero says Roman literature. Constantine the Great. It's all about those people. It's got some stuff. That's the view of the side. Let's see, where's it at? Ta-da! That happened. Like I said, this book is extremely fragile. The other side's getting ready to come off, so I'm gonna be careful with it here. I'm gonna start bidding at $3 on this just because it's missing. Well, it's not missing, but Better than that, it's in great condition. Nice red binder. 1883. I did mark it so I wouldn't have to open a book like this and risk tearing it up more, like this. I got Veronica in for 3. I'm doing my best Janice from Price is Right when Bob Barker was on. Veronica's down for the 3. All right. Anybody else going to jump in for 4? Thank you. Okay, we're going to start getting pricey with the books again. So bear with me, ladies, but it's worth it. Uh, there you go. Look at that front cover. It's neat. Riley, love lyrics. James Whitcomb Riley, born in Greenfield, grew up in Indianapolis. One of my absolute favorite poets. I've scored some good verses out of here, stanzas. To yeah, to yep, ladies, come on. In my younger days, 1899. Um, let me read for you one of my favorite poems, a verse from one of my favorite poems called Dream. Yeah, this means I gotta go find it because nothing's marked. Here's you. There's a vellum on that because of that etching there. It's got pictures. Very illustrated book. Once again, here we go. Page 46. Oh, turned right to it. Okay, so every poem, every page has a picture. This is from the second stanza in the poem, but this is one that I actually had memorized at one time. I don't anymore because my old head won't keep anything in my head long enough. Because the roses growing wild about her features when she smiled, wherever dewed with tears that fell, with the tenderness ineffable, because her lips might spill a kiss that, dripping in a world like this, would tincture death mere bitter stream to sweetness. So I called her Dream. I love this. Yeah, in my younger days, like 30s. So 20s, 30s. I knew about the power of poetry in my younger days. So, I mean, it's in good condition. It's in great condition. Well, I wouldn't say great. It's in good condition. Like I said, it's 1899. Beautiful poetry. Everything has a picture on it. Every poem has at least one picture. Some of these poems are 2 pages long. That's what he did. He did all kinds of things. There's things in here for your best friend. There's things in here for wishing you had children. That's one of those in here. Uh, Wanting to hear the pitter patter of feet on wooden slats, something like that's in here. And of course, there's love letters. There, it's both for him and hers. So she's feeling this way, and there's a few in here that he's feeling this way. So this is a really good book. I'm gonna start bidding off at $10. If I haven't said it, I should be all up in it. So well, sung. I know some of you ladies here are a little older than I am, but I'm gonna be 60 this year. So I'm gonna do $10. Start it off. There's some wear up here. It's not bad enough to do any. I mean, just looks like somebody tried to clean it, honestly. So, and in its original state, this was probably a brighter green. If anybody's interested in this wonderful poem book, it's $10. Otherwise, I'm probably going to keep it if I don't already have it. There you go. With pictures by that person. Anyway, if you like it, Riley, love lyrics, $10. There you go. Uh, let's see. Yes, somebody here might be interested in this one. I have an 1897 field manual for railroad engineers. Bam. A little pocketbook, stick it in their pockets, whatever. This is leather. Definitely leather. You can tell, let's see, there's some separation up here, but you can definitely tell it's leather. Yep, that happened. Yay! But luckily, it opened right to the preface. All the blank pages is what came off. But to show you some of the inside, it's the field manual. There's lots of math in here. The field course is eventually required on the preliminary survey, and methods of work pretty much the same, except curves must now be run in. Just let's see. Radii of chords, minutes of decimals of a degree, tangential offsets, long chords and actual arcs. It's engineers. Definitely engineering things. Grade and center, let's see, grade and ballistics. Says some things in here about earthwork. Just all kinds of mathy stuff with illustrations, of course, because nobody can figure out this complication without illustrations. Oh, I remember doing that stuff in college. There you go. So yeah, it's definitely an engineer's book, and it says field manual for railroad engineers. It said the front cover came off, but it's all the blank pages in the front, and it starts off with the preface. It's just something nice to have in your collection. Because of the damage, I'm going to start it off at 5. So, and I always do this to them so I know what to say and how much I'm going to sell it for. Okay, I got Veronica. Yep. Woo. Got Patty Crane in for 6. Do I have a 7? Oh, yeah. Gold gilding is still there around the edges, too. You can see the shine. I got, there's the spine, just so you know. I got Veronica in for 7. I got Patty back in for 8. Oh, math. I like math, but calculus and trig. I took calculus and trig in high school. I was really good at math. I don't miss it. Okay, I got Patty in for 8. Anybody else? Is there a Debbie out there in space? Okay. Patty, congratulations. Thank you. Okie dokie. Got one more book, and it's a rare book. It is truly rare. I'm not just saying it's rare to make sales. It is rare. This is called The Missing Messenger by M.A. Hoyer. Now, I found a cover. I found this book with the same cover on eBay. You know, they're wanting an exorbitant fee, $35 for this thing. I was like, it's probably not worth that. But this one isn't the same. This one isn't printed where theirs was. This one's printed in Bavaria, of all places. But I want to show you the first of all the front. Let's see. Okay, so the research had shown me that a lot of these books were printed in 1902, but since this is the German, it's not in German, but this was printed in Bavaria, Germany. So it's probably 1899, 1900. It doesn't say. Okay, so it's old enough that here I want to show you some. This whole background here is green, but the letters have a lighter green highlight on them, as well as the black. These flowers through here are green, a different color of green. And these flowers here, that color that you see, that's exactly what color they are. I'm not sure what color I'd call it. Dark lavender, pale purple. I don't know. But it's kind of like a purplish blue color. Maybe it's a light lavender. I don't know. But there it is, The Missing Messenger. What it's about, I have no clue, people. But there you go. Front, back. Looks good. Somebody made their own bookmark here. It's got some kind of thing on it. Printed in Bavaria. In Nuremberg. That's Germany. Let me see. Yes, can reply rather than patient tone. It's just a little short story. Here you go. So it's a pretty thin book. Put it up there so you can read a line or two. But it's got little quip type illustrations there. I probably should have found out what it was about, but I don't know. Anyway, it's rare, like I said. I mean, truly rare because it was printed in Bavaria and not in New York or the UK. So I'll do 10 on it. So it's probably 1899, 1900. I know for sure that it was at least 1902 or at most 1902. If you're interested, it is a gorgeous book. Near the house, she found two little ones, Dodge and Baby, playing in the shady corner. Little horse right there. This one's pretty cool. And on the back, in the back, books for younger people. He's advertising more of their works in the back. Um, there you go. A list of other books that this publicators are selling. The King's Butterfly, King Robert's Page, Old Soldier Boy, How a Dear Little Couple Went Abroad. All right. Well, if you see it in the replay and you're interested, it's The Missing Messenger. I'm asking 10. Let's get on with here. Let's get this out of the way. I have postcards. Let me see if I can figure out a date on this sucker. Wow. Okay. Wow, that's new. 2008. Not even vintage, and I'm selling it. Oh. Anyway, postcards about the cool looking cars with the cool looking fins. 5 designs, 20 premium stamp postal cards. Original price was $13.95. It is sealed. $3. If you're interested. There's some of the cars on the back. If that's your thing. Sorry about the ring light there. I got Patty in for 3. I got Veronica in for 4. I know. Let's put this up here. That's the cool picture. Really? How many are in the pack? Oh, I just read that. 20. 5 different designs, 20 premium stamped postal cards. It says they're stamped. $13.95. Original price on it. I got Veronica in for 6. Let me see if I can do it like this. It's decidedly lighter in this room. You can actually see what I'm putting up. So kind of like this desk too. Hey, I might move in. Are you out, Patty? Okay, thank you. Okay, Veronica. Seems that you are the last bidder. Yeah. I'll be sure to tell that person. Mm-hmm. 6, Veronica. Thank you very much, Veronica. Thank you. Thank you to you, Patty, for the bidding. All right. So we're into it now. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to pull out. This was the prize that I said I was going to sell. This is a life. This is somebody's life here. This is what it's like to buy ephemera in bulk like I do and in bulk, I mean it fills up a big box, right? So there are just tons. Ah, there. Good grief. Okay, so this is mostly about Mr. Blair, or we can call him Les if you like. Uh, before we go any further, I'm not, it's not disrespectful to go through these. We kind of get the idea what happened to this guy, which is why the stuff's up for sale to begin with, right? But we're acknowledging their life, we're celebrating their life, we're learning about somebody that did something. And with all these, we can figure out what they did. And I'm not going to fill in everything for you because you got to figure it out on your own. I'm selling the story. You read this stuff, you look at the stuff, and you go, ooh, ah. And, in this year, he signed up for Sigma Nu fraternity, and this is the year they accepted him. All those letters are in here. I believe I put this one on top because this one has the letter where he's no longer a pledge. He's an actual fraternity brother. And he's talking about now he gets to pick on the pledges, stuff like that. I know he was involved in ROTC and other things. ROTC is, those don't know, it's the ROTC. That's what I forget what it stands for, but it's basically training for the Army before going to training for the Army. It's something I did in high school because I joined the Army right out of high school, like an idiot. But there's this man, he went to Butler University. This person was a devout Christian. I got some of that in here. This man had had a lot of friends because there are just tons of letters in here. I got things like this. Here's a little receipt for what's it say? That's Bear Jr. Well, it says he paid $40 for a $4 airmail postage. Let's see. I've got things in here like a receipt for $82 where he bought a bed. Maybe that was a bed for his fraternal thing because it's in that same year. He got married to Johanna. Yeah, see, it's Sigma Nu fraternity. He was part of that, and I've got those letters in here. I've got, like I said, when he went to church, I got some of those in here. A couple letters that say thanks for supporting the church. But here's receipts for most of these receipts like this are for Sigma Nu, for his fraternal brothers. Apparently he had to pay to play there. There's this. There's something from a drugstore. A receipt for a drugstore. Here's a newspaper clipping that this man saved. The proper way to dress in the year of Sunday, February, what's it say? 1958. Yeah, most of this stuff is between 56 and 59, by the way. How to properly dress for the time of 1958. what gloves, jewelry, handkerchiefs, what suits to wear, exactly what to wear. If you're wearing black, you got to wear a yellow and white stripe thing, stuff like that. Whatever the high-end fashion people in Hollywood at the time were dressing as, and just shows you how to do it. So this man, he cared about his appearance. Um, here's got a lot of these Sigma Nu fraternity things in here. Here's his welcoming letter into Sigma Nu, where he becomes a pledge. Like I said, there's tons and tons of correspondence from other places. Well, these aren't in any particular order, so. This is Johan. She's got a pretty little card in here. I included cards, postcards, receipts, photos, all kinds of stuff. There's some other things, but I'm not going to tell you about that. You figure that out. And there is plenty to go through. I'm going to do 20 on this starting. Seems a little high. I don't know. I don't think so. It would take. I don't. You got to read all this. This is just a chunk that I pulled out, and the receipts, and then put the stuff together, and then. Yeah. Yeah. So, I've got this. Oh, yeah. Look, here's the student handbook for Butler University from 58 to 59. Butler University is Indianapolis, of course. Well, it's in Butler, but here's some of his church things. Here's another receipt for paying Sigma Nu fraternity, $26.16. Here's, like I said, most of them are correspondence. Like, here's one. Here's one from a church member. Showing the inside of the church. Yeah, most of them are this, or 2 or 3 pages long. They're not all cards. Some of them are just, on paper. There's some from overseas even. So he knew people. People knew him. So I got a few in there marked airmail. I've got things in here from London, postcards from London. With the writing on the back, of course. Just oodles and oodles and oodles. Here's all this. But I got to be on in at $20. I can't really go below that. This is, like I said, a large chunk. Well, I'm spending a very quiet weekend in the country working on my playground flag and doing all sorts of important things like that. There's one. That is a rather narrow letter there. And here's postcards to them from somebody that was visiting London, because there's Piccadilly Circus and trooping ceremony, but there's all the teeny tiny writing, trying to get as most as you can in these things. There's another one from a different place. So everything in here, if you're interested, uh, you can do your own sleuthing, figure out what this guy was, what he did, where he went, what he ate, what kinds of things he bought, and the little gaps in between, you just kind of embellish them, or make some kind of common sense judgments about things, providing you still have common sense. So, running in short supply. Yeah, here's a couple that are marked airmail. Sorry, like that. These all go to Mr. Blair. So, something you're interested in, let me know. If the price sounds kind of high, it is, but look at everything you're getting. And like I said, you get to be the detective and do all the detective work yourself. And that's half the fun right there. Other than just looking at the stuff. All right. Going to bring out what you guys may or may not be here for. That one's probably going to have to go on eBay. I'm going to ask way too much for that one. This one, probably going to still be a little high for you guys, but I thought I'd offer it up. But this says the Victoria series, and these say private Christmas greeting cards on them by Jones, William and Company at the bottom, the Victoria Works. And these are what a door-to-door salesman would go around and bring to you. Or maybe if he's selling to stores, he would bring these in here, a merchandiser of sorts. But I got one card coming out. Darn it. And I did mark how many was in here. There are 35 greeting cards in here. Here is a list. They do other things besides greeting cards. They do calendars. They do badges. They do. Did I say calendars? I probably did. What to do when ordering, how to order. There's all that in here. And like I said, the vellum here, all the vellum in both of them, they've got this. It's embossing, and it's spider webs with a little spider in it. And I don't know what that's about. Maybe that's a trademark of theirs. Who knows? But, inside are these. And these are all from the 50s. Some of them are, I've come across some that say 1952 on them. Some that say 1955. So, all these beautiful, beautiful cards in here. This thing is rare, okay? You don't find the complete books like this. It doesn't come up. Now, people do find these sheets because these sheets are all over eBay, but nobody has the books. Look at these cards. And underneath is, hey, order 6, here's 10, here's a dozen. And then that's how much it'll cost, that kind of thing. Beautiful cards. This is the one I'm going to go ahead and offer up for sale here tonight. But ladies, hold on to your hats. Hold on to your bras. I don't know. That was rude. Sorry. Hold on to your chair. like I said, there are 35 cards in here. These are not, these are, if you find another card like these out there anywhere, they probably stole it out of a book like this. Look at that one. That one's got a ribbon on the side of it. There's the inside. But yeah, envelopes will be supplied. It says down there at the bottom. You can get them in amounts of 12, 18, 25, 35, 50, 75, and 100. Here's, yes, there's some missing. But, like I said, there's 35 in here. This is Christmas greetings. It's got some knitting on the side here. Let's see. You're going, well, how much you want, bro? Well, how much you gonna ask? Well, I'll let you know here as soon as I show a few more of these. Christmas 1951. This one. So beautiful, beautiful cards in there. Look at that. Remembrances and good wishes. So send that. Here on the side is all the different cards that they have. These are all marked 1951 and 1952. This one's neat. You can't really see it, but there's some embossed work on here, a little ribbon. Wow, this card is nice. Huh. This card's kind of hoity-toity. Huh, and does not want to open at all. Oh my God. All right, well, you're just going to have to trust me. It has an inside. Another Christmas and New Year. Seems like a lot of them have these on there. I'm surprised those ribbons are still on there. Christmas 51, New Year 52. Somebody in the schnauzers? I'm skipping over a few. You don't need to see them all. Unless you buy it. All right. Oh, here's another one. See, I wish I could show you that. Do you see that? I don't know. It kind of looks wrinkled on here on the camera, but it's not. Look at this. Some of these are just gorgeous. And they make calendars. So, yeah, there's more in here. I'll let you look at them. Look, here's, you got to show you this one. This one's awesome. Look at this one. Christmas, beautiful blue. It's got the gold. Sure. Oh, this one opens from the top. Huh. There you go. But yeah. And then there's more of these. And then that's the end of the book. So what did I say? 35 cards in here. If I did my usual $2 thing, you're looking at $70 for these, which is kind of high for this book, not for that one. I do $30 on this one book. So, yeah, and that's honestly a lot lower than I want to sell it for, but we're all pals here, right? So $30. If you think it seems kind of high, I think it seems kind of low. The other one's only got 32 or maybe 33 in there, but the greeting cards in the other one are a little more, I don't know, sparkly. And the book's in better condition, and I'll probably be at least 75 on that other one. But this one here, I do half that 30. It said these are rare. These don't come up. As a matter of fact, I've never seen one. I had to look around. And when I saw these come up at the auction, I couldn't resist because I've never seen anything like it. And if I've never seen anything like it and can afford it, I'm going to buy it. So, especially if it's ephemera. You ladies interested in that book at all? That's $30. And I think that's a fair price for 32 never used cards that are, or 35 cards really, that have never seen a mailbox. So here's the other one. If somebody wants to just toss 75 at me, they can do it, and I'll give it to them now. Look at this card. It came off the... Yeah, there are 32 cards in this one. Like I said, these cards are a little more upscale. Yeah, that's the word I want. Shine like hell. Oh my God, these cards have been closed for so long they don't want to open, which means they're in pristine condition, these cards. Oh, let's see. Any greetings shown below on a card in place shown sample. Yeah. These are sparkly. So I'm just going to show these for now. You can look at them. Gorgeous cards. Of course, there's the ribbon. You know, they always got to do that ribbon thing here. Maybe that's a trademark too. That gold glitter behind that. Maybe that's copper. That's gorgeous. This is a card that I would definitely buy for your wife, for mom, or dad. That special someone in your life. That's some of these cards in here are just that. Look at these. So gorgeous. Gorgeous cards. Gorgeous cards. And of course, like the other book, there's always an empty page. Here's just a thinking of you good wishes card. Looks like posies on there. Kind thoughts. And again, in this one, it's that same spider in the spider web. I don't know what that's about. I really don't. Here's a very special Victoria card for the children. He moves. I'm not going to be messing with that. So, yeah, that's the inside. Yeah, that was kind of me. Some more cards. Let me see. Look at these. Look at these. Interesting cards. This one says Oh, this is a bookmark card. Awesome. Well, that makes sense. To a friend. It's got the foil on it. That is foil. Old Lang Syne. Just a lot of them. There's one card in here I saw that I would have bought in a heartbeat, honestly. That page is blank. There's some more gorgeous cards. Here's one called The Good Shepherd. Best wishes with a oh, look at that. That's horror. I know you girls can't see that, so I'm trying to get to one card here that I saw. These are beautiful. Where's it at? Ah, here it is. Now, just me. I think this card right here, this one right here, I love that card. And it's sparkly. Kind of hard to see it sparkle, but it sparkles. The snow glistens. It's got that feel like sandpaper. Yeah, I don't know. I just like that one. There's others in here that are really neat and cool. So, yeah. Kind thoughts on a fancy card. So, you know, this one's going up on eBay, and I'm probably going to do 100 or best offer on it, or maybe 110 or best offer, and go from there. Why 110, you ask? Well, because maybe I'll get 100 out of it. But yeah, so yeah, so that one's definitely in better condition. It has like 3 less cards in it, but it's still nicer. The cards in there are nicer by this much. Anyway, if you want that one, it's $30. I got more stuff. I'm gonna do maybe another 10 minutes of things, and then we're gonna be done. Photograph. I like this one. $2. Serviceman. No big deal, right? Part of it is because of the back. With all my love for you. I think that says Clarence. I'm not sure. But he's dressed up in what uniform, I do not know. But hey, babe, here's my picture before I go off and serve my country. So that's a thing. If you're interested, it's $2. Yeah. That's a junk card there. I'm going to sell both of these cards together. They are from the late teens, early 20s. You get them both. There's one, they could be outside of a building at university. It could be an apartment. It looks like a university to me. I don't know. It might not be, but, it's got the big building here and lots of lawn out there. So maybe 19 teens, 1920s women at universities, if they're going into nursing or cooking, Sorry, ladies, that's the lady. Don't mean to sound sexist, but them facts. And this is says on a limb, hanging. Hanging over the Potomac, the Potomac River. So this had to be up north. These 2 cards, $2. Guaranteed 19 teens, 1920s. You can tell just by their hair. Their clothing is probably a little old, couple years, 2, 3 years, right? But one thing they can't escape is hair fashion, and I guarantee women keep their appearances up tidy, especially for photographs. So if you're interested in those, it's $2. Uh, yep. Here's a family sitting around the tractor. Grandpa and them. I was gonna sell this with another one. I gotta go find it. We'll put that one on pause for a minute. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Here's another serviceman picture. This is definitely from the 20s. You can tell because of this thing right here. But he's getting ready to shoot you. He is in uniform. I do not know what kind of uniform it is. It appears to be out on a gun range. It definitely appears military to me. At least the belt does. I recognize the belt and the helmet. So, if you're interested in a serviceman getting ready to shoot you, $2. Why $2, you ask? Well, because I need to try and make some money back on that. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, see, we're not gonna. These go with all of those. I can't tell what these are. My best guess is that's the USS Constitution. Uh, this is 1920s. Yeah, I don't know. If you want it, throw me a buck. You get 3 pictures. 2 of them have the warship on it. I can't guarantee that it is the USS Constitution, but it damn sure looks like it. I put one together, a big model, so I'm kind of familiar with it. I had to do a lot of research and had to put everything just right. But it may not be. If you're interested in it, let me know you're interested in it, and I'll throw them to you for a buck. Okay, so I'm gonna offer up all the rest of these $2, but I couldn't pass them up because they invoked emotion in me. This looks like Aunt Judy. Everybody had that chair or that couch at one time. Everybody. It's the chair. I can't help it. Here is oh, by the way, these are all marked 69 or 68. This one's marked 69. Getting ready for the 70s. Definitely a 70s look here. That red, white, and blue stripe down the side. Notice everything's getting ready to celebrate America kind of thing. Nice summery day. Here we got some ladies up at the pageant doing some things. Really not sure what they're doing, but they're doing. Look like they're having a good old time. That says April 1969. Here is the family getting together. Look at these shorts. I have a picture of my dad wearing those shorts, the plaid shorts. I think they're called golf shorts. And there's, of course, the kids on the side being ornery, as my grandmother would say. And then here's Grandma and Grandpa getting a brand new TV. That's right. Yes, kids, that's a TV. You can get it and say, see, they even had knobs. Our remote control was called you. Smack. Go change the channel. So, before remotes, all of these 1960s, 1970, $2 for all of them, if you're interested. Yeah. Oh, some of them are pretty cool. Like that picture. If somebody wants a tractor and his family, I do it for $1. As a matter of fact, I'm going to throw in these with it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the tractor and the family. I wish I could tell you what kind of tractor that was because you may not care, but and that would make a difference on eBay. I'm just saying. But I can't. Kid playing in the dirt. These are older, by the way. These aren't 60s. No, no, no. I'd have to venture these are probably from the 20s. Kid playing with it's either a cat or a rabbit. No. But yep, he's on the farm. Maybe he's getting ready for 4-H. We've got one picture here, 4 boys behind some barrels. Yep. All smiling and grinning. And on this side, all these sepia toned. What the hell is she wearing there? I don't know. Little kid there. Looks like she's got some kind of something going on around her head. Maybe it's a hat of some sort. And then, and they're in a pedal car. I've seen those pedal cars come up for sale. There he is cranking the pedal car. Anyway, you get all those. You get the farm life of the kids. You get the kids on the farm life, and you get all this. Do them all. I'll do it for $1 if you want them all. These others are going to remain too. The military always garners bigger bucks. Always. Okay. You girls want, what did I say, 10 minutes? Yeah. Let me slide one more in here and I'm going to call it quits. I'm trying to look for, there you go. You might be interested in this, you might not. But I have 2 different tax returns from 2 different years. This is tax return. And this is for the guy with the big thick stuff. But I'm selling just the tax return. Just so you can ooh and ah what way things used to be. Let me find the date on this one. 1957. Okay. Yeah, it's that guy's stuff, so it ought to be 57. Well, he only made $909 for the year, which I looked it up. That's equivalent to like $3,000 for us. It has a withholding tax statement. What to do, instructions for, gosh darn it. You know, if we saw that these days, that'd be normal. Who must file a tax return? Every citizen or resident of the United States under 65 who had $600 or more gross income. If 65 or over, 1,200 or more. So here is what your tax return instructions were like in 1959. And there's the tax tables that we're all familiar with. Everybody getting ready for their taxes. Yeah. The light, yeah. I can probably change that a little bit. This is, like I said, this isn't my house, so I'm sure she'll be tickled pink to know that because she's already told me that twice now. But how much for a tax return from 1959? How about $2 starting? If you do purchase it, you get everything in it. Inside our Social Security number. Yeah. Well, here, this one's done. Just mail this one in, son. $2, 1959 tax return forms and how to. If you're interested, and in the next Ephemera show that I have next Tuesday. Oh, okay. Well, Patty Crane. Like I said, there's social security numbers and birth dates in here. I'm just going to have to trust you to do the right thing, which is, I don't know, use your common sense part again, you know. So, does anybody want to top Patty at $2, or I'm going to give this to Patty? Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Okie dokie, Patty Crane. Congratulations, tax returns. Like I said, just mail this in instead of yours and you're covered. Please don't do that. And I got plenty of more just normal stuff. Ephemera, stuff that's not like what I've shown you. And I'll get that stuff out and show you. Here's somebody's report card from Manchester College in 1919. They did okay. Like I said, I got tax returns here for 1920. Anyway, that's what I got for you tonight. I appreciate everybody coming out. I know we didn't have a big show, and I know a lot of you like that because then you get the stuff cheap. But we need to try and pick up the pace and get a few more people in here. I get more people in here, then I can start lowering the prices on these big ticket items. So, yeah, thanks for coming out. Make sure you tell all the people around you that you love them, because you never know. And enjoy the rest of your evening, and ta-ta for now. You have a good night. Yeah. No Thursday? I want to think about your card book. Okay. If Deb, I can give you more pictures, more detail, all that thing. If you want, just email me. So, yeah, that's it. Thanks, ladies. Appreciate it. Peace.